on our Sunday morning Satsang. We are on page 59 of the Atma Geet. Please join your sweet voices with us as we sing, O merciful Lord, kindle your light in the temple of our minds. Remove the hopelessness and despair caused by the darkness of ignorance. Dhaya mein jyoti man mandir, daya kar jag maga jao. Daya mein jyoti man mandir, daya kar jag maga jao. अंधेरे की यहाँ है विघ्न बाधाएं, भटकता झाड़ियों फिरता। यहाँ है विघ्न बाधाएं, भटकता झाड़ियों फिरता। ततोलु शुभ्र ज्योत्स्ना को, ततोलु शुभ्र ज्योत्स्ना को, इसी प्रतिबोध से आओ। दयामय ज्योति बन मंदिर, दया कर जगमगा जाओ। अंधेरे की परेशानी, अंधेरे की परेशानी, निराशा को हटा जाओ। दयामय ज्योति बन मंदिर, दया कर जगमगा जाओ। दया कर जगमगा जाओ। दया कर जगमगा जाओ। I would like to ask my sister and fellow Pandita Priya to give us another bhajan, after which I'll ask my Mamaji, Pandit Yudhishthir, followed by Mataji, as she just joined us, Mataji Sevika, will also sing first, and then we'll go into Sandhya.
Namaste. Page 14 on Atmagi. अब सो भरिया इस जीवन का, सब भार तुम्हारी हाथों में, सब भार तुम्हारी हाथों में। अब सो भरिया इस जीवन का, सब भार तुम्हारी हाथों में, सब भार तुम्हारी हाथों में। है जीत तुम्हारी हाथों में, है हार तुम्हारी हाथों में, है हार तुम्हारी हाथों में। अब सो भरिया इस जीवन का, सब भार तुम्हारी हाथों में, सब भार तुम्हारी हाथों में। मेरा निश्चय है एक यही, एक बार तुम्हीं पास जाऊं मैं। मेरा निश्चय है एक यही, एक बार तुम्हीं पास जाऊं मैं। अर्पण कर दूं जगती भर का, सब प्यार तुम्हारी हाथों में, सब प्यार तुम्हारी हाथों में। अब सो भरिया इस जीवन का, सब भार तुम्हारी हाथों
you, Pandita Priya. Mamaji would like to pass, so Mataji Sevika, a bhajan, please.
Namaste. Page 135 in Apne Geet. जीवन खत्म हुआ तो जीने का ढंग आया, जीने का ढंग आया, जीने का ढंग आया, जीवन खत्म हुआ तो जीने का ढंग आया, जीने का ढंग आया, जीने का ढंग आया। जब बुझ गई शमा तो महफिल में रंग आया, जीने का ढंग आया। मन की मशीनरी ने तब काम करना सीखा, मन की मशीनरी में तब काम करना सीखा, तन की मशीनरी के, तन की मशीनरी के पुरजों पे जंग आया, जीने का ढंग आया, जीने का ढंग आया, जीवन खत्म हुआ तो जीने का ढंग आया, जीने का ढंग आया। जब बुझ गई शमा तो महफिल में रंग आया, जीने का ढंग आया, जीने का ढंग आया, जीने का ढंग आया।
Thank you, Mataji. My sister Kavita will not be singing for us today. She has a little cold. She has passed. Didusha, namaste. Namaste to all of you again, those of you who came in after. We will now begin our Sandhya meditation. Just as we come into Mandir and we see everyone and we say namaste to them, in the same way, we say namaste to our God as well. May I kindly ask all of you to clasp your palms, close your eyes, and join us in Namaste Satiti. Namaste Satiti Jagat Karanaya. Namaste Chite Sarvalokashrayaya. Namo Dvaita Tattvaya Mukti Pradaya. Namo Brahmane Vyapine Tvameva भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। अथ सन्ध्योपासना विधिः प्रारभ्यते अथाचमनम्. All of us placing our right palm into our left palm. Om Shanno Devirabhishnaya Apo Bhavantu Bhidare Shanyorabhi Sravantu Nah. Touching our body limbs. Om Vak Vak Om Pranah Pranah Om Chakshuh Chakshuh Om Shrotam Shrotam Om Nabhi Om Hridayam Om Kantah Om Shirah Om Bahubhyam Yashobalam Om Kartal Karapreshe. Touching our body limbs again. Om Bhuh Punatu Shirasi Om Bhuah Punatu Netrayoh Om Swaha Punatu Kanthe Om Maha Punatu Hridaye Om Janah Punatu Nabhyam Om Tapah Punatu Padayoh Om Satyam Punatu Punah Shirasi Om Kham Brahma Punatu Sarvatra. Pranayam, our two sets of palms touching our body limbs. Om Bhu Om Bhuvaha Om Swaha Om Maha Om Janah Om Tapah Om Satyam Om Bhu Om Bhuvaha Om Swaha Om Maha Om Janah Om Tapah Om Satyam Om Bhu Om Bhuvaha Om Swaha Om Maha Om Janah Om Tapah Om Satyam. अथ अघमर्षण मन्त्राः ॐ ऋतञ्च सत्यञ्च धातपसोऽध्यजायत ततो रात्रयजायत ततः समुद्रो अर्णवः ॐ समुद्रार्णवारहि संवत्सरो अजायत अहोरात्राणि विदधत् विश्वस्य विशतो वशी ॐ सूर्याचन्द्रमसो धाता यथा पूर्वमकल्पयत् दिवं च पृथिवीं चान्तरिक्षमतो स्वाहा अथ मनसा परिक्रमा. Acknowledging God and everything that He has created for us. Om Prachidigadniradhipatirasito Rakshitaditya Ishavah Tebhyo Namo Dhipatibhyo Namo Rakshitribhyo Namah Ishibhyo Namah Ebhyo Asu Yosman Dvishtiyam Vayam Dvishmastam Vojam Vedadmaha Om Dakshinati Gindro Dhipati Sthirashiraji ॐ प्रतीचि दिग्वरुणोऽधिपतिः त्रिराको रक्षितानमीशवः ॐ उदीचि दिक्सोमोऽधिपतिः स्वजो रक्षिता शनिरीशवः ॐ ध्रुवादिविष्णुरधिपतिः कल्माशग्रीवो रक्षिता विरुद्धईशवः ॐ ऊर्ध्वादिबृहस्पतिरधिपतिः श्रित्रो रक्षिता वर्षमीशवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईश्वरभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तम्भोजम्भे धर्मः. Upasthana. Only when we can see God in all living creatures and love them the same, only then can we truly feel a sense of closeness to our God. Om Udvayam Tamasasmari Swaha Pashyanta Uttaram Devam Devata Suryamaganma Jyotiruttamam Om Udutyam Jatavedasam Devam Vahanti Ketavaha Drishe Vishwaya Suryam Om Chittam Devanam Unagadanikam Chakshurmitrasya Varunasya Agneha Apradya va Prithvi Antariksham Surya Atma Jagata Sashrushasha Swaha Om Tachakshurdevahitam Purasat Shukramuchara Pashyema Sharadaha Shatam Jivema Sharadaha Shatam Srinuyama Sharadaha Shatam Prabhavama Sharadaha Shatam Adinahasyama Sharadaha Shatam Bhuyascha Sharadaha Shatam Bhuyascha Sharadaha Shatam Bhuyascha Sharadaha Shatam Atha Brahma Gayatri Savitri Guru Mantraha. Help us to navigate our intellect and our mind, O God. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. O Soul of Life, the Holy King of Kings, O God of all the regions, high and low, O Lord of joy, whose glory nature sings, who shapes the earth and lets the mortals roll. We seek thy blessed feet to meditate upon thy glorious form of holy light, which drives away the gloom of sin's relay and makes the souls of righteous people bright. My heart, O Father, meekly prays to thee, to with thy grace to make me good and wise, and bless my mind with knowledge full and free, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. Yes, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. Yes, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. Om Bhur-Bhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. He Ishwar Dayanidhe Bhavat Kripayanena Japopasana Karmana Dharmartha Kama Mokshana Satya Siddhir Bhavinaha Tata Isharam Namaskuriya. Bowing unto God's omnipresence, omnipotence, and omniscience, all-knowing, all-powerful, and everywhere. Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha Mayo Bhavaya Cha Namah Shankaraya Cha Mayaskaraya Cha Namah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha. He Mangalesha Shankar Mangal Karo Hamara Pavan Prakash Paye Paramarth Punya Dwara Parijan Paritvilado Avadhar Agadadani Teri Sharan में आया है भक्त भवानी अब अंत में प्रभु जी तुमको नमन करें हम वेदों के ज्ञान द्वारा जीवन सफल करें हम जीवन सफल करें हम जीवन सफल करें हम. And now I bow to thee, O God of calm, O God of peace and Lord of bliss divine. Thy grace supplies the burning hearts upon. Thy blessings in my right desire shine. I also thank thee for thy rule benign, thy kind protections and thy blessings sweet. And those who are the dreaded foes of mine, I lay them humbly at thy gracious feet. Yes, God, I lay them humbly at thy gracious feet. Om Shanti 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 Iti Sandhyopasana Vidhi Samaptaha. We have now come to the end of this Sandhya meditation. We've said our Namaste to God and we go into our Havana. But before we do that, Pandita Indrauti ji, may I kindly ask you to arrange the children, you may be in 2 rows, that way they'll sit. We have no yajamanas for today, so I'd like the children to sit for Havana. Pandita Amrita and Pandita Nicole, you also help Panditaji, but she being the senior most Pandita, I would like to honor her presence and have her arrange the children. Before, as she's doing that, let us all sing another bhajan, and the Pandits will also get ready for Sankalp. But before that, may we kindly join our sweet voices in Jyot Se Jyot Jagate Chalo. It is after one light is lit that others will be lit. From light we get light, and when we have darkness, we're in ignorance. We ask God for our holy luster, our lights to be all the time lustrous. Om Jyot se jyot jagate chalo, Jyot se jyot jagate chalo, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, राह में आई जो दीन दुखी, राह में आई जो दीन दुखी, उसको गले से लगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। जिसका न कोई संगी साथी, ईश्वर है रखवाला, जो निर्धन है, जो निर्बल है, वो है प्रभु का प्यारा, प्यार के मोती गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम ask all the Pandits and Panditas to arrange themselves for the Sankalp as we register the time, the date, the place, and the year in which we are performing this Havana, as we do every week. द्वितीय प्रहराणे वैवस्वतमन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे कलियुगे कलिप्रथमचरणे अस्मिन् राक्षस विक्रम संवत्सरे भाद्रपदमासे कृष्णपक्षे रविवासरे दशमी तिथौ मृगशिरा नक्षत्रे विष्णुकरणे हर्षण योगे क्वींस नगरे न्यूयॉर्क प्रदेशे अमेरिका देशे महर्षि दयानंद गुरुकुले आर्य समाज मंदिरे अयं साप्ताहिक सत्संगः प्रारभ्यते। अयं साप्ताहिक सत्संगः प्रारभ्यते। अयं साप्ताहिक सत्संगः प्रारभ्यते। May I kindly ask Pandita Indravati ji to sit in the middle and direct the children as they perform this Havana today. Didi, Dr. Nicole, may I kindly ask you to help as well? There are quite a few children. Pandita Amrita, you as well. We have all physically taken a bath to come to Mandir today, but we strive to wash our inner selves when we're in Mandir and we sip this sacrificial water. We ask God, just as we have cleansed our bodies, in the same way, may we cleanse our inner selves, may we cleanse our minds and intellects. Amritopastaranamasi swaha. Om Amritabhidhanamasi swaha. Om Satyam Yashah श्रीर्मयि श्रीशयतां स्वाहा अथाङ्गस्पर्शः. May all our body limbs that we touch, may they remain strong and may they fulfill their functions. Om Vamaseyastu. Om Nasurme Pranoastu. Om Akshinorme Chakshurastu. Om Karnayorme Shrotamastu. Om Bahurme Balamastu. Om Urvorma Ojoastu. Om Arishtani Mengani Tanustarvame Sahasantu. Atheshwara Stuti Pradhanopasanaha. Clasping palms and closing our eyes, joining in these mantras taken straight from the Vedas, the true source of knowledge at the beginning of creation. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yad Bhadram Tanasuva. Om Hiranyagarbha Samavartatagre Bhutasya Jatah Patirekasi Saradhara Prithvim Dyamutema Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema. Om Ya Atmada Baladayasya Vishwa Upasate Prashisham Yasya Devaha Yasya Chayamritam Yasya Mrityoho Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema. Om Yah Pranato Nimishato Mahitvaika Idracha Jagato Babhuva Yaishe Asya Dvipadashchatushpadaha Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema. Om Yena Dyoruga Prithvi Chadridha Yena Swaha Sabhitam Yena Nakaha Yo Antarikshe Rajaso Vimanaha Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema. Om Prajapate Natvaritanyonyo Vishvachatani Parita Babhuva Yakamaste Juhamastano Astu Vayam Syama Patayorayena. Om Sano Bandhur Janita Savidhata Dhamani Veda Bhuvanani Vishwa Yatra Deva Amritamanashanas Tritiye Bhaman Adhyayanta. Om Agni Naya Supatharayasman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yoyodyasman Shoranameno Bhuishante Namohtim Vidhema. हे सकल जगत की उत्पत्ति करता समग्र ऐश्वर्य युक्त शुद्ध स्वरूप सर्व सुखों के दाता परमेश्वर आप कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुर्गुण, दुर्व्यसन और दुखों को दूर कीजिए। जो कल्याण कारक गुण कर्म स्वभाव वाले पदार्थ है, वे सब हमको प्राप्त कराइए। O God, O Deva Savitar, O Creator of this universe, O radiant cause of all manifestations, all life forms, do remove from our children as they sit to perform Havan Yajna this morning, do remove from them all that is difficult, all that is challenging, all that is stressful, and in its place give unto them all that is beautiful, benevolent, and auspicious. O Prajapati, O Master of this entire creation, no one except you can control the creatures of this visible and of other invisible worlds. May those desires for which we come to your shelter as we perform Havan Yajna this morning, may those desires for which we come to your shelter be fulfilled. May we be masters of earthly and heavenly riches. Etishwara Stuti Prarthanopasana Prakaranam Atha Swasti Vachanam Om Agnimire Purohitam Yajnasya Devam Ritvijam Hotaram Ratnadhatamam Om Swasti Panthamanujhareva Surya Chandramasa Viva Punardarata Gnata Janata Sangame Mahi Iti Sankshepatah Swasti Vachanam Atha Shanti Karanam. We ask God for peace to be yielded to all the children sitting for Havan Yajna and to all of us as well. We took time off our busy schedules and we've made the time to come to Mandir on Sunday morning. We could have easily chosen to do other things at this time, but we're here in Satsang. And we ask God for peace to be yielded to our personalities. Om Shanna Indragni Bhavatam Avobi Shanna Indra Varuna Ratahavya Shamindra Soma Subitaya Shanyo Shanna Indra Pushana Vajasata Om Shanna Somo Bhavatu Brahma Shanna Shanno Gravana Shamu Santu Yajya Shanna Swaruna Mitayo Bhavantu Shanna Praswaha Shamuvastu Vedi Atha Shiva Sankalpa Mantraha Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. Manaha means mind. All the children sitting, may their minds be filled with beautiful and benevolent thoughts. For we all know whatever we think is what we say, and what we say is ultimately what we do and what we perform. May our thoughts, words, and deeds be in accordance and harmony with each other. May at no time we think one thing, we say something else, and then do something else. That's disharmony. We ask God, may our thoughts, words, and deeds be in accordance with each other, be in harmony with each other. Om Yajagrato Duramudayati Devam Tadu Suptasya Tathaivaiti Durangamam Jyotisha Jyotirekam Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yat Prajana Mutachetu Trivisha Yat Jyotirantaramritam Prajasu Yasmanarite
कश्चन कर्म क्रियते तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु।
ॐ सुषारथिरश्वानि
वयं मनुष्या मे नियते भीष्मभिर्वाजिनैव हृत्प्रतिष्ठं यदचिरं जविष्ठं तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु।
तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु। O Master, O King, with your peaceful flow, bring peace to the world of animals and peace to the world of human beings too. Peace indeed to the world of trees and plants. And as the children sit to perform Havan Yajna, may they have no fear from friendly forces, nor from those who are unfriendly to them. No fear from the known, nor from the unknown. No fear in the night, nor in the day. May we be friends unto all directions, and may all directions be friendly unto us. May we have Abhayadan, the gift of fearlessness. Om Sanaha Pavasva Shamgave Sham Janaya Shamarvate Sham Rajanoshadhiya. Om Abhayam Mitrara Abhayam Amitrat Abhayam Jatara Abhayam Paroshat Abhayam Naktam Abhayam Divanaha Sarvasha Mama Mitram Bhavantu Sarvasha Mama Mitram Bhavantu Iti Sanshepataha Shanti Karanam Athagni Pradipanam. Let us all kindly stand as we kindle this fire. बचे पाप के कर्मों से, बचे पाप के कर्मों से, सदा शुभ कर्म करे रहे दूर बुराई से, रहे दूर बुराई से। सब है मेहमान यहाँ, सब है मेहमान यहाँ, करके जो भलाई गई उनका गुणगान यहाँ, उनका गुणगान यहाँ। भगवान को याद करे, भगवान को याद करे, अनमोल है जीवन ये, नई से बर्बाद करे, नई से बर्बाद करे, नई से बर्बाद करे। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वर्योरिव भूम्ना पृथिवी ववर्णा तस्यास्ये पृथिवी देवयजने पृष्ठेऽग्निं मनादमनाद्यायादधे. All of us fanning this sacrificial fire. Om Udbudhya Swagni Pratijagrahi Tvamishapurte Samsrijethamayamcha Asmin Sadhase Adyutarasmin Vishve Deva Yajmanascha Sidata Devascha Yajmanascha Sidata. Atha Samidadhanam. Offering 3 pieces of Samidha, acknowledging that our past, present and future are just as important to us. That's one of the trinities in our lives. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedasene Dhyasva Vardhasva Cheta Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Savedhaya Swaha Idam Agne Jata Vedase Idanna Mama Om Samidhagnim Duvaseta Kritair Bodhayata Tithim Asmin Havya Juhotana Susamidhaya Shochishe Kritam Tivram Juhotana Agne Jata Vedase Swaha Idam Agne Jata Vedase Idanna Mama Tantva Samidbhiram Giro Kritena Vardhayamasi Brihachochaya Vishya Swaha Idam Agne Angirase Idanna Mama Atha Panchagreta Hotayaha. 5 key oblations reminding us of our 5 daily duties. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedasene Dhyasva Vardhasva Cheta Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Savedhaya Swaha Idam Agne Jata Vedase Idanna Mama Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedasene Dhyasva Vardhasva Cheta Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samedhaya Swaha Idam Agne Jata Vedase Idanna Mama Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedasene Dhyasva Vardhasva Cheta Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samedhaya Swaha Idam Agne Jata Vedase Idanna Mama Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedasene Yasva Vardhasva Cheta Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samedhaya Swaha Idam Agne Jata Vedase Idanna
Namah.
Fifth and final time.
Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vegasene Yasva Varnasva Cheda Varnaya Shasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Sabedhaya Swaha Idam Agne Jata Vedase Idam Namama.
अथ जन प्रसेचनम् अदिति अनुमन्यस्वा अनुमते अनुमन्यस्वा सरस्वती अनुमन्यस्वा देवा सविता प्रसूयच पतिं भगाय देव्यो गन्धर्वः केतपो केतन्नः पुनातु वाचस्पतिर्वाचन्नः स्वरतु. Four key oblations. Om Agnaye Swaha Idam Agnaye Idam Namah. Om Somaya Swaha Idam Somaya Idam Namah. Om Prajapataye Swaha Idam Prajapataye Idam Namah. Om Indraya Swaha Idam Indraya Idam Namah. अथ घृत सामग्री आहुतयः सूर्यो ज्योतिर्ज्योतिः सूर्यः स्वाहा. ॐ सूर्यो वर्चो ज्योतिर्वर्चः स्वाहा. ॐ ज्योतिः सूर्यः सूर्यो ज्योतिः स्वाहा. ॐ सजुर्देवेन सवित्रा सजुरुषसेन्द्रवत्या जुषाणः सूर्यो वेतु स्वाहा. ॐ अग्निर्ज्योतिर्ज्योतिरग्निः स्वाहा. ॐ अग्निर्वर्चो ज्योतिर्वर्चः स्वाहा. ॐ अग्निर्ज्योतिर्ज्योतिरग्निः स्वाहा. ॐ सजुर्देवेन सवित्रा सजुरात्रेन्द्रवत्या जुषाणो अग्निर्वेतु स्वाहा.
अग्नये प्राणाय इदं नमः.
ॐ भुवर्वाय
व्यानाय स्वाहा इदमादित्याय व्यानाय इदं नमः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वरग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः प्राणापानव्यानेभ्यः स्वाहा इदमग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः प्राणापानव्यानेभ्यः इदं नमः ॐ आपो ज्योतिरसो अमृतं ब्रह्मा भूर्भुवः स्वरों स्वाहा ॐ यां मेधां देवगणाः पितरश्चोपासते तया मामद्यमेघयाग्ने मेधाविनं कुरु स्वाहा ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर् दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्न आसुव स्वाहा ॐ अग्नेनय सुपथाराय अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वरुणानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहोरार्णमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नमोक्तिं विधेम स्वाहा अथ पूर्णाहुतिरूप आकारावाच्यभागाहुतयः ॐ अग्नये स्वाहा इदमग्नये इदं नमः ॐ सोमाय स्वाहा इदं सोमाय इदं नमः ॐ प्रजापतये स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये इदं नमः ॐ इंद्राय स्वाहा इदमिन्द्राय इदं नमः ॐ भूरग्नये स्वाहा इदमग्नये इदं नमः ॐ भुवर्वायवे स्वाहा इदं वायवे इदं नमः ॐ स्वरादित्याय स्वाहा इदमादित्याय इदं नमः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वरग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः स्वाहा इदमग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः इदं नमः
Will the children kindly stand? Pandita and Tawatiji will be singing a bhajan in honor of the children. They may take the ghee container, go around one time, and once they have reached the spot they started at, they will make an offering. We'll not be chanting any mantras, but we'll sing a bhajan that says, children are by nature truthful and honest. They are dear to everyone. I don't know of someone who doesn't have a soft spot or loves children. They are the flowers that God has blessed us with. They bear no malice or enmity for anyone, and we adults can learn from them. We often think that we're adults and we're more experienced, but we can learn from our children. Oh. Page 28 in the Atma Gita. बच्चे मन के सच्चे सारे जग की आँख के तारे ये वो नन्हे फूल है जो भगवान को लगते प्यारे बच्चे मन के सच्चे सारे जग की आँख के तारे ये
बच्चे मन के सच्चे, सारे जग की आँख के तारे, ये वो नन्हे फूल है जो भगवान को लगते प्यारे। बच्चे मन के सच्चे, खुद रूठे खुद मन जाए, फिर हम झूले बन जाए। झगड़ा जिसके साथ करे, अगले ही पल फिर बात करे। झगड़ा जिसके साथ करे, अगले ही पल फिर बात करे। इनको किसी से बैर नहीं, इनके लिए कोई गैर नहीं। इनका भोलापन मिलता है सबको बाह पसारे। बच्चे मन के सच्चे, सारे जग की आँख के तारे, ये वो नन्हे फूल है जो भगवान को लगते प्यारे। बच्चे मन के सच्चे, इंसान जब तक बच्चा है, तब तक मन का सच्चा है। जो जो उसकी उम्र बढ़े, मन पर झूठ का मैल चढ़े। क्रोध बढ़े नफरत घेरे, लालच की आदत घेरे। बचपन इन पापों से हटकर अपनी उम्र गुजारे। बच्चे मन के सच्चे, सारे जग की आँख के तारे, ये वो नन्हे फूल है जो भगवान को लगते प्यारे। बच्चे मन के सच्चे, तन कोमल मन सुंदर है, बच्चे बड़ों से बेहतर है। इनमें छूट और छात नहीं, झूठी जात और पात नहीं। भाषा की टकरार नहीं, मजहब की दीवार नहीं। इनकी नजरों में एक है मंदिर मस्जिद गुरुद्वारे। बच्चे मन के सच्चे, सारे जग की आँख के तारे, ये वो नन्हे फूल है जो भगवान को लगते प्यारे। बच्चे मन के सच्चे, बच्चे मन के सच्चे, बच्चे मन के सच्चे।
May I kindly ask the children to step aside for one moment. Mataji Sevika is celebrating her birthday and she would like to make an offering. Wednesday, was it Wednesday past, Mataji, or Wednesday coming? She's celebrating her birthday and we would like to wish her all the best as she continues on this path of dharma. She is, as we all know, she's no stranger to any of us. She's a wonderful singer and a wonderful member of this Gurukul. And we wish her nothing but the best. Mataji will chant a mantra for you and we ask God, may you be a wonderful mother to your children as I know you are. May you speak sweetly at home with all of them, your husband. And may you continue on this path. This path has great rewards as you know. You've seen that. Om. Oh, Mama, dear Mama, happy birthday to you. Oh, Mama,
में तेरे गुजारे। माँ वो पल जीवन में हमको लगते हैं सबसे प्यारे। ओ मामा डियर मामा, ओ मामा प्यारी मामा, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू। ओ मामा डियर मामा, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू।
May God instill strength into you, Mataji, and may scholars instill their qualities so that you may live for at least 100 years. Om Asmin Indro Nidadhatu Nrimnam Imam Devaso Abhisam Vishadvam Dirghayutvaya Shatasharadaya Ayushman Jaradashthir Yatha Sat Swaha. And Mataji Sevika, the fourth principle every Arya Hindu person lives by. Mother is goddess, father is God, teachers are goddesses and gods to us. They make us who we are today. Mother and father being the first teachers, and our guests coming to our home are gods and goddesses. Om Ati Devo Bhava Swaha, Pitri Devo Bhava Swaha, Acharya Devo Bhava Swaha, Om Atithi Devo Bhava Swaha. Just as Mataji is garlanding you, we too would like to do the same, but because of time constraints, we will be unable to do that. Mataji, take the blessings of the elders in the mandir. We wish you nothing but the best. Is there anyone else who would like to make an offering, a birthday, or remembering someone on their passing? We still have a few moments that we can honor that. If there's no one, I would ask the children to come back. Mataji Rita. Mataji Rita, her dad has passed on 18 years now, but like all of us, we never forget our parents because they're on the 18th, on the 18th is when her dad passed, and she's remembering him like all of us. Our parents, mom and dad, are who make us, they mold us into who we are. And although they have passed and are no longer physically here with us, we remember them and what they have taught us. Om. You'll stand right there, Auntie Rita, and we'll chant for you. Om. Om ye yudhyante pradhaneshu shuraso ye tanutyajaha ye vasahasra dakshinas tamshireva pigachata swaha. Om vayuranilam amritamathedam bhasmantam shariram. Om kato smara klive smara kritam smara swaha. And the four principles that every Arya Hindu lives by. Om Mati Devo Bhava Swaha, Pitri Devo Bhava Swaha, Acharya Devo Bhava Swaha, like Guruji says time and time again, we are a people's organization, and this is what makes us stand out. If there's anyone else, we can still honor that. May I kindly ask the children now to come back to your seats as we bring this Havana Yajna to a close. We will chant the Mahagayatri mantra, one of the sacred most mantras in all 4 Vedas. May I kindly ask all of you to clasp your palms, close your eyes, and join your sweet voices in this Mahagayatri mantra as the children make offerings. Dhiyo yo naha prachodayat. May our minds be filled with beautiful and benevolent thoughts. May we decipher from right and wrong. Dhiyaha means our mind. May we decipher between right and wrong, especially the children sitting for Havana Yajna. May they make the optimal decisions, the best decisions when they're called upon. Om Bhur-bhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo naha prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhur-bhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo naha prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhur-bhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo naha prachodayat Swaha. Atha swishta kridahuti atha mohan bhoga ahuyate. Whatever is excessive or lacking in our performance of this yajna, may God, the fulfiller, make this Havana Yajna of ours a fulfilled one, keeping our intent in mind. Our intent in coming to Mandir this morning, this Sunday morning, is very pure and noble. May God make this a fulfilled performance of ours. Om Yadasya Karmano Tyariricham Yadvanyo Namihakaram Agnishta Swishta Krit Vidya Sarvam Swishtam Sohotam Karotu Me Agnaye Swishta Krite Sohotahute Sarva Prayashita Hutina Kamanam Samardhaitre Sarvanaha Kaman Samardhaya Swaha. Idamagnaye Swishta Krite Idannamama. Om Prajapate Swaha. Idam Prajapataye Idannamama. Let us all kindly stand for the final offerings. Om Sarvam Ve Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Ve Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Ve Purnam Swaha. All of us with our outstretched palms and passing them lightly over our faces. Om Tanupagni Asi Tanvam Me Pahi. Om Ayurda Agni Asi Ayur Me Dehi. Om Varchoda Agni Asi Varcho Me Dehi. Om Agni Anme Kanva Unam Tanva Prena. Om Medha Me Deva Savita Adadhatu. Om Medha Me Devi Saraswati Adadhatu. Om Medha Me Ashvina Deva Vadhata Pushkarasrajao. Apyayatam, touching our body limbs. As we began this Havan Yajna, we touched our body limbs asking God may they remain strong and fulfill their defined functions. And as we bring this to a close, we ask God for the same prayer. May these body limbs that we touch, may they never fail us. Om Vakshama Apyayatam. Om Pranashama Apyayatam. Om Chakshushama Apyayatam. Om Shrotam Shama Apyayatam. Om Yashobalam Shama Apyayatam. Final prayers. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Kaya Nashchitra Abhuvat Oti Sada Vrita Sakha Kaya Shachishtaya Vrita. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Kaswasatyo Madana Manhishto Matsarandasa Dridachiranuje Vasu. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Abhishunah Sakina Abhita Jaritena Shatam Bhavasyutaye Shatam Bhavasyutaye Shatam Bhavasyutaye. Iti Agnihotram Iti Agnihotram Iti Agnihotram. We will all be seated. Yajna Prarthana Bhajan. Since we have time, we'll sing the entire bhajan. Most of the time, we have yajamanas and we're short on time. But this week, we'll sing the entire bhajan. Sing it first, please. The wealth of this mandir, as Guruji says it time and time again, is our children. Ishwar will now sing first the Yajna Prarthana Bhajan.
Om Pujaniya Prabhu Hamare Bhava Ujjwal Kijiye Chor Devesh Kamat Ko Manasik Bal Dijiye. Ved ki gaave rechai Satya ko dharan
पथ विस्तार हो। ईदन मम का सार्थक प्रत्येक में व्यवहार हो। हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक वंदना हम कर रहे। नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा आपकी सब पर रहे। पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्ज्वल कीजिए। छोड़ देवे छल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए। प्रभु मानसिक बल दीजिए। प्रभु मानसिक
बल दीजिए।
Thank you very much, Ishwar. May I kindly ask the children to stand one more time. We ask them to sit. Whatever they would have placed in the arati, they will now place as Yajaman Dan. Om Swasti Panthamannucharema Surya Chandamasa Viva Purardharatagnata Janata Sangame Mahi. Om Swasti, Om Swasti, Om Swasti. Thank you, children. You may now sit. You may now graciously move off stage. You may sit back where you were sitting before you came on stage. We have come to the end of our Sunday morning satsang. As you all are aware, Guruji Dr. Satish Prakash is not here this week. He's in Guyana, but he'll be back next week. I would like to ask my sister Didi Usha for a bhajan, followed by Pandita Dada Jagdish. And I have a few more people in mind, but please be on notice. Pitaji Brijal, you'll be after. I would like to ask you, honor your presence since we have some time this week to sing us a bhajan. And also I saw Mataji Sandhya Gosaran. Please prepare a bhajan and we'll have an opportunity to call you. First and foremost, I would ask Didi Usha. Whilst I'll be getting the pravachan ready, we'll have, in this order, Didi Usha, Dada Jago, Pitaji Brijlal, and then Mataji Sandhya.
Namaste. Please join me with this bhajan. It's on page 84 in the Atmagi. ईश्वर को जान बंदे मालिक तेरा वही है, कर ले तो याद दिल से, हर चाह में वो सही है। ईश्वर को जान बंदे मालिक तेरा वही है, कर ले जा में वो सही है। ईश्वर को जान बंदे, उसने तुझे बनाया, सबके लिए दिखाया। उसने तुझे बनाया, जग के लिए दिखाया। तू क्यों फिरे बुलाया, आयो बिता रही है। कर ले तो आद दिल से, हर जा में वो सही है। ईश्वर को जान बंदे, मालिक तेरा वही है। कर ले तो यार दिल से, हर जा में वो सही है। ईश्वर को जान बंदे।
O man, why do you uselessly fetch around a bundle of sins? Sin is a useless weight you carry. Why do you get lost in pursuing objects of the world that impact you wastefully? Don't you know that you're fortunate in having this human body? Are you aware that you have it only because you've earned it from good deeds in the past births? Isn't this your own fault that your sins do not allow you to love God? You have cried all your life and waste life's potential. Please join with me, page 162. मानव तू क्यों धोए फिरता, पापों की गठरिया। विषय विकारों में फंस करके खोई क्यों मरिया। मानव तू क्यों धोए फिरता, पापों की गठरिया। विषय विकारों में फंस करके कोई क्यों मरिया। मानव तू क्यों धोए फिरता, पापों की गठरिया। भाग्य मानुष तन पाया, क्या तुमको मालूम नहीं, क्या तुमको मालूम नहीं, प्रभु भजन में मन नहीं लागे, कोई क्यों माने। रो रो तूने सारे खो दी, जीवन की उमरिया, मानव तू क्यों धोए फिरता, पाप की कतरिया, विषय विकारों में फंस करके कोई क्यों मरिया, मानव तू क्यों धोए फिरता, पाप की कतरिया। काम क्रोध और लोभ में फंस के क्यों जीवन बर्बाद किया, क्यों जीवन बर्बाद किया, सुख में सुमेरा नाम न उसका, दुख में तूने यार किया, दुख में तूने यार किया, इसलिए तू काट रहा है जन्म मरण चकरिया, मानव तू क्यों धोए फिरता, पाप की कतरिया, विषय विकारों में फंस करके कोई क्यों मरिया, मानव तू क्यों धोए फिरता, पाप की कतरिया, पाप की कतरिया, पाप की कतरिया।
Thank you, Dada Jago. That was very well done. Thank you, Didi Usha. And now over to Pitaji Brijlal for his bhajan. After which we will have Mataji Sandhya.
Namaste. O traveler, get up from your slumber, be awakened, for a new day has dawned. Night has passed, and so the time to sleep has passed. At the time of dawn, the atmosphere bestows treasures. He who awakes enjoys them, whereas he who is asleep loses them. Uttajaga Musafir, page 285, Atmagat. Uttajaga Musafir, Bhor Bhai. Let us sing along. उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अब रैन कहाँ जो सोवत है, जो जागत है सो पावत है, जो सोवत है सो खोवत है। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अबड़े न कहाँ जो सोवत है, जो जागत है सो पावत है, सो खोवत है, सो खोवत है। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई। टुक नींद से आंखें खोल जरा, और अपने ईश से ध्यान लगा। टुक नींद से आंखें खोल जरा, और अपने ईश से ध्यान लगा, और अपने ईश से ध्यान लगा। यह प्रीत करण की रीत नहीं, प्रभु जागत है तू सोवत है। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई। जो कल करना है आज कर ले, जो आज करना है अब कर ले। जो कल करना है आज कर ले, जो आज करना है अब कर ले। जो आज करना अब कर ले। जब चिड़ियों ने चुग फेर लिया, फिर पछताए क्या होवत है। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अबड़े न कहाँ जो सोवत है। जो जागत है सो पावत है, जो सोवत है सो खोवत है। उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई। Thank you.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you, Pitaji Brajal. Now we'll have Mataji Sandra
Is yours?
over to her for her bhajan, which will lead us into pravachan time.
Namaste, everyone. Please join as I sing Bharosa Kar. It says, "O man, have confidence in God. You'll never feel deceived, and you'll spend your entire life without tears." Please join. भरोसा कर तू ईश्वर पर, तुझे धोखा नहीं होगा। भरोसा कर तू ईश्वर पर, तुझे धोखा नहीं होगा। ये जीवन बीत जाएगा, ये जीवन बीत जाएगा।
Sanatan Dharma, Vedic Dharma, Vedan Dharma. And let us continue week after week to sing the praises of Vedic Satya Sanatan Dharma and Arya Samaj. Those of you with mics, please sing with me. Kavita, Dada Jago, Didi Usha, Mataji Sevika, all of you, please join with me.
कहो एक बार हे मित्रों, सनातन धर्म की जय हो। कहो एक बार हे मित्रों, वैदिक धर्म की जय हो। सनातन धर्म की जय हो। वैदिक धर्म की जय हो। वैदिक धर्म की जय हो। आर्य समाज की जय हो। कहो एक बार हे मित्रों, सनातन धर्म की जय हो। वैदिक धर्म की जय हो। आर्य समाज की जय हो।
Kindly clasp your palms, close your eyes, and join me in prayer. Agnimide purohitam, Agnimide purohitam, Yajasya devamritwijam, Hotaram ratnadhatamam, Hotaram ratnadhatamam. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Our topic for today, as you can see on the screen, is choices. We are all faced with choices every day that we wake up in our lives. We either choose to go to work or stay home, call out sick, stay at home. This morning when we woke up, we either chose to come to Mandir or stay at home, watch a movie, do something else. But we are faced with choices not only every day, but every moment of our lives. But let's take it a step further. When we make a choice, for example, today, let's focus on today. We've made the choice to come to Mandir, and that choice elevated us, our well-being, it has an impact on us. Our choices would either elevate us, meaning take us up in the ladder, or would either take us down or demote us. So it is important to be cognizant and remember that our choices can either have a positive impact on us or a negative impact on all of us. And when we're all born, we're all here, we all came into this world at some point. And in some point of our lives, when we've lived a full life, hopefully we've lived it to the fullest, we will experience death. This cycle of birth and death will continue. Without birth, there's no death, and without death, there's no life or birth. But in between those, between B, if we think for a moment, A, B, C, D, the alphabet. Between B and D, there is C, which represents our choices. And like I just said, it would either elevate us, take us up, or either demote us, take us down. We humans, it is important to know and remember too that in order to move up in the ladder or move down in the ladder, animals do not have the ability to make choices and either move up or down. It is only through having this human birth and being blessed with this human birth that we're able to move to our ultimate destination, which is mukti or moksha, liberation, salvation, whatever you would like to call it. But that is our end goal and end objective. Humans, we humans are the only ones who have the faculties and the capability of attaining moksha. From a tree has a soul, animals have souls as well, and we human beings have souls. But there is something that differentiates us human beings from animals. They need to move up into a human life form in order to achieve mukti in the human lifetime. Our mind and our intellect is what differentiates us from animals, because we can think and we can, like I just said, make choices that would elevate us and not demote us. There are 4 classes that we Arya Samajis believe in. And it is, let me back up one moment so we can differentiate. When I say class, I am not referring to the caste system that was in India many, many years ago when the British people were ruling. The caste system was put into effect in order to control this set of people, this set, so the British could control all the Indians. And that's not what we're talking about, what we believe in. Briefly, let me explain. The caste system believed that wherever a person is born, if he's born low, he remains low. All his family members who were born in that immediate and extended family, they stay in that low caste. If he's born as a high caste, then he can do whatever he may do doesn't have an impact on his status because he was born in that high caste. Our belief system is that the class system, it is based on not the birth, not where we are born, but our actions. So in essence, if we were to say the caste system, wherever they were born, doesn't matter, but wherever the actions, what the actions are, would determine where they are in the class system. The differentiating factor is that birth has nothing to do with the class system. It is important, but not the determining factor. Our actions are what determines, or is what determines where we are in the class system. And you can see on the screen the 4 classes that I would like to mention. Brahman, being the teachers, being the lawgivers, being the most educated. This is the highest of the classes. Kshatriya, who are defenders of dharma. They're the ones who fight for what they believe in. Vaishyas are skilled businessmen and businesswomen. Shudras are unskilled working class who have no specific, are not educated like Brahmanas, but they work as well. So based on where we work, that too determines which class we are in. Brahmanas being the highest, then comes Kshatriya, defenders, Vaishyas, business people, and then Shudras, other working people. Brahmins being the most educated and most knowledgeable, even most learned. They're the closest we can get to God. We listen to them when they say something, And it has to be valid. It has to be credible. They cannot just say anything and will believe. It is important to know also that based on my point just now, the actions, if a Brahmin is in the highest class and he does some sort of action that is very negative or very low, then he can move down in the ranks. He can go down to the level of a Shudra. And a Shudra, if he were to study Vedas and he were to perform Havana and elevate himself, he can rise up to the level, the highest level of a Brahman. And that's what differentiates our class system from the caste system that was put in effect to control people and to tell them you're less, this one is less than this one, and this one is less than this one. It is never the case with the class system. If the other classes are uneducated, and when I say the other classes, I mean the Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. If they're uneducated, they would be incapable of judging the credibility and the validity of the teachings of Brahmins. So it is important to make Vedas accessible, not only to Brahmins, the most educated ones, the ones who study Vedas, but make it accessible to all the classes. Brahmins could then turn out to be very hypocritical, meaning if none of the other classes would study, then Brahmanas would tell them whatever they please. They could say something and then they could do something else. But if all the classes have access to Vedas and education, then they cannot say one thing and do something else. That's hypocrisy. When Kshatriyas and other classes are educated, when they have access to education, the Vedas, then Brahmins will always have to be accountable to what they say to them. They will always have to be authentic. They will always have to be righteous. And take it one step further, they'll always have to be logical. If something is not logical, it will be struck down. And that is important. When all classes, Brahmana, Vaishya, Shudra, and also Kshatriya, when they're all well educated and when they're cultured, no one can set up any false, any fraudulent, or any irreligious practices. Everything will be in accordance to Dharma because they will have to be authentic. They'll have to be accountable. Brahmanas, when they say something, when they say X, it will have to be only X because all the other classes will keep them in check. And that's the objective. But if they're not educated, whatever the Brahmanas say will go. And that's not the objective. The objective is to keep them logical. We must, in order to keep Brahmins in check, we must use our time wisely, as you can see on the screen. This is Satyartha Prakash. The entire discussion is taken from the Satyartha Prakash of Maharishi Swami Dayananda Saraswati, whose lotus feet we bow to. And this is also taken, this verse, from the Satyartha Prakash.
जय ऋषिवर जय जय स्वामी जय ऋषिवर जय जय स्वामी ओ अग्निहोत्र
let all of us perform the daily Agnihotra like we did today. It is supposed to be daily, but because of the demands of our lives, we lead very busy lives. We come every week, every Sunday. But let us perform Agnihotra and let us diligently study. Swadhyaya means to study. Study sacred books, both of which will be used to conduct satsangs like we did today, and will also foster devotion to God. When we perform Swadhyaya, we are one step closer to God. He must not allow his time, and all of us, not just one person, but all of us, this is applicable to all of us, each and every one of us. We must not allow time to be wasted in useless things, things that would not get us closer to God, things that would not, back to our topic, our choices, things that would not elevate us. We must not waste our time with things that would demote us, would bring us down. You've heard this numerous times. We take this human body for granted, but it is only through this human body that we can attain moksha, that we can have liberation. An animal cannot have moksha. In order to obtain moksha, we need to have a human birth. And we most times take it for granted. But we do not know we may not have this birth another time. Based on our choices, based on the cumulative effects of our karma, we may have a human birth this time. But if our actions are such that it demotes us, we can go to an animal birth. We can even move down and go to a tree. Trees have souls too. And they're stationary. They're at one place. They do not move around. Trees, animals, and then humans in that order. But if we perform such actions, we may be a tree or an animal. The objective is that we elevate ourselves through the choices that we make, through the choices that we face every day. And we are aware and we're cognizant. We think, we know that this human birth that we've been blessed with, may we make the most of it. May we use it to the best of our knowledge. We may not know everything about the human body, but this is why we just mentioned the four classes of our community, our society. Brahmanas, we listen to them. This is one way of knowing what the Vedas say. And this is why we need to also study, for them to be, I just said, logical, for them to be authentic. Let us all end with this bhajan. I do not want to take up too much of your time, but we'll end with this bhajan that tells us it is important, and we must be very careful that we do not destroy the divine potentials that this human body that we currently have possesses. You do not know after how many lives you now enjoy a human birth. Like I just said, we sometimes take it for granted, and we do not appreciate the fact that we have been blessed with a human body. This bhajan reminds us, may we appreciate it, may we use it to the fullest, and may we use it to elevate ourselves and not demote ourselves to an animal birth or a tree.
हो न जाए कहीं ये बर्बाद जो नर तन तुझको मिला.
Let us not waste this human body in frivolous activities.
हो न जाए कहीं ये बर्बाद जो नर तन तुझको मिला. जाने कितने जन्म के बाद ये नर तन तुझको मिला. जाने कितने जन्म के बाद नर तन तुझको मिला जाने कितने जन्म के बाद ये नर तन तुझको मिला हो ना जाए कहीं ये बर्बाद जो नर तन तुझको मिला जाने कितने जन्म के बाद ये नर तन तुझको मिला कर्मों के बंधन में अटका जाने कहाँ कहाँ तू भटका कर्मों के बंधन में अटका जाने कहाँ कहाँ तू भटका तूने की भी बहुत फरियाद तूने की भी बहुत फरियाद तो नर तन तुझको मिला तो नर तन तुझको मिला हो ना जाए कहीं ये बर्बाद जो नर तन तुझको मिला जाने कितने जन्म के बाद ये नर तन तुझको मिला नर तन पाकर ऐसा भूला शुभ कर्मों का वाला भूला नर तन पाकर ऐसा भूला शुभ कर्मों का वाला भूला तुझे आई कभी ना याद तुझे आई कभी ना याद क्यों नर तन तुझको मिला क्यों नर तन तुझको मिला हो ना जाए कहीं ये बर्बाद क्यों नर तन तुझको मिला जाने कितने जन्म के बाद ये नर तन तुझको मिला जीवन जाता है कुछ कर ले भव सागर से पार उतर ले जीवन जाता है कुछ कर ले भव सागर से पार उतर ले ये ना यूं ही मिले हर बार ये ना यूं ही मिले हर बार जो नर तन तुझको मिला जो नर तन तुझको मिला हो ना जाए कहीं ये बर्बाद जो नर तन तुझको मिला जाने कितने जन्म के बाद ये नर तन तुझको मिला
In past lives, कर्मों के बंधन Go back up. कर्मों के बंधन में अटका karma means our actions. In past lives, you are entangled in the net of wrong actions, and your soul was bound to bodies other than human, animals, and trees. You cried out to God. You asked God, "Oh God, please bless me with a human body." And you pledged to God at that time, when He would have blessed you with this body, that I'll perform virtuous actions. But when we were blessed with this human body, now that in riches and everything we get carried away, our actions, we We don't perform virtuous actions. We go about our business, and when something happens though in our lives, then we realize, oh, I made that promise, I made that pledge. Let me go to mandir. It is important that the promise we made to God is we pledged to Him, we promised Him that we'll perform virtuous actions. But we forgot that. We hardly remember why we were blessed with this body, why we were given this body. It's to elevate ourselves, not to demote ourselves, but to elevate ourselves through our choices. And the very last word,
जीवन जाता है कुछ करने
Jivan Jata, life is ticking away. The minutes of our lives, look, this morning we came to Monday, it was 9:30. Now it is 9:30, it's not 9:30 anymore. The time is ticking away.
जीवन जाता है कुछ करने भव सागर से पार उतरने
We need to hurry up. The minutes of our lives are ticking away. Hurry up and seek to cross the ocean of this world, this life.
ये ना यूं ही मिले हर बार ये ना यूं ही मिले हर बार जो नर तन तुझको मिला जो नर तन तुझको मिला हो ना जाए कहीं बर्बाद जो नर तन तुझको मिला जाने कितने जन्म के बाद ये नर तन तुझको मिला
Our life is ticking away. We need to hurry up to cross over this ocean of this world. We are all capable. We can achieve moksha and mukti this very lifetime. But if our actions do not elevate us, then we may move down to another level. We won't have this human life again if our actions do not call for that, or we are not given that based on our cumulative effects of our karma. Our karma, our actions need to be virtuous for us to be blessed with another human birth. If we do not achieve moksha in this birth, then we'll surely have another human birth in order to continue this. But if we perform such actions that would demote us, then we'll not have a human birth again. Just by asking for a human birth, just by asking God, may I have a human birth, we won't. Our actions require us to have that human birth.
हो ना जाए कहीं ये बर्बाद जो नर तन तुझको मिला जाने कितने जन्म के बाद ये नर तन तुझको मिला ये नर तन तुझको मिला ये नर तन तुझको मिला
In conclusion, the choice, back to our topic, we have choices. The choice is entirely up to us. People tell us or they give us their input on how to live our lives, but the ultimate choice lies with us. We have the choice of how we want to live our lives. When we act a certain way, that's on us, our karma. And if we fail to act in a certain way too, karma many times we think is if we do something, we have a parallel reaction. But if we fail to do something as well, that too has a consequence or a benefit. We are all capable of being Brahmins, of moving from wherever class we are, moving up to the very highest of the classes, Brahmins. We can all be well educated, we can all be learned, and we can all be knowledgeable, just as Brahmins are, and Brahmins are the closest to God. Thank you all for listening, and namaste. May I kindly ask all of you to stand so we can sing the Arati Bhajan. Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami
जय जगदीश हरे
Bhakt
जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे
पाठः ॐ द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षं शान्ति पृथिवी शान्ति रापः शान्ति रोषधयः शान्ति वनस्पतयः शान्ति विश्वदेवा शान्ति ब्रह्मा शान्ति सर्वं शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्ति सामा शान्तिरेधि ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। प्रेम से बोलो ओंकार भगवान की जय। वेदोद्धारक महर्षि दयानंद की जय। महर्षि स्वामी विरजानंद की जय। मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र की जय। भगवती माता सीता की जय। योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। प्रेम से बोलो वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। Namaste everyone.
Namaste.
Will you kindly take your seats as I give the microphone over to Didi Dr. Nicole and Chacha Krishan and Mataji Renuka, over to them for the announcement.
Namaste everyone. Pandita, you did a magnificent job. And supporting pundits and panditas, I do want to thank you all so much. You guys really outshone yourselves today. And children, thank you for sitting for Havana. And namaste, aunties and uncles. So September 10th, we have the bus trip. Marinuka has flyers and she has all the details. She's an expert at this. You will be taking a train ride in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Our 19th Foundation Day of the Gurukula and Dr. Satish's 69th birthday, we're going to have a 3-day yajna. It's September 16th, 17th, and 18th. We have our Diwali celebration on October 24th, so I look forward to seeing everybody there with your dears. Our Bal Divas is November 19th. Pundits, I have asked you all for your help. I don't have confirmation of all the children yet, but we are working on that. And finally, December 14th to 18th, I hope to see all of you in Guyana. It will be my first time in your country. So you guys get to spoil me and show me everything there is. You guys have been very awesome to me since I've been here. I'm finished.
On our next note, namaste everybody, my dear family. We only have one day of the JAG, that's the Saturday night. We have Friday night available and we have Sunday. So please, Sunday can be 2 family, to take that Sunday. And please give me a call. And thank you all very much for supporting us with the air condition. We still need your help. We've been having, all our members have been stepping up to give us a little donation, but we still need some more. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And our bus has vacant seats. We also need people to go on our trip. I don't know if this will be the last or, if we'll be continuing, because we don't have that much passengers. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Veronica. Namaste again. You notice we didn't mention anything about the co-naming. We're still having some issues with it. Why? Because original date we got was 30th of October, but we're trying to get it on the 18th of September. That's like a month away. So we're still trying to work with the city, so if we can get that date, because it's on our anniversary, which is the most appropriate day for that celebration. So bear in mind, also, Hindi and Sanskrit class on Zoom is resuming. And this, all the Pandits and Pandital, please listen. Hindi is important. To become a full-fledged Pandit, you should be fluent in Hindi. So the Hindi and Sanskrit classes are resumed in September. So we'll have, Dr. Nicole will have more information about that. So please, it's a good opportunity now for those, even the older folks who wants to learn Hindi. It's a great opportunity now. So please, if you need information, speak to Dr. Nicole on that. Thank you. Have a great week. Namaste.
So just to add to President J, next week we have the Dikshan, the graduation. The Gurukula has its own institute for studies, language studies, and yoga and Ayurveda and so forth. Next week with the program, I give to you on the back of the program will be the listing of all the classes and who you can contact to register. So don't worry, all right? You don't have to remember everything right now.
Okay, thank you. Again, namaste.